All right, welcome back to the Battle of Sexes, where we argue and battle over different topics. So, with all that said, let's go.
Are you willing to compromise within a relationship?
To compromise? What is compromising? Compromising for what? Compromising for what reason?
If a man came into your life, wouldn't you want to compromise?
Stupid. A man comes into my life and I have to compromise? You must think about that one again. I fall in love with myself and I want someone to share it with me. I want someone to share me with me.
All right, that's what it is. A woman feels like she should never have to compromise. What y'all got? What y'all got, fellas? Women should never have to compromise for no man. What y'all got?
Was that Eartha Kitt?
Huh?
The
Was that
one and
Eartha Kitt?
only. The
Yep,
one and
Eartha Kitt,
only.
the one and only Eartha Kitt. I want to start it. I want to start it with her first, because most people would think it would be just the younger generation. Eartha
Yeah, no,
Kitt
I
said.
ain't even want
Eartha
one of them
Kitt
TikTok.
said.
I ain't want none of them TikToks. I wanted somebody
Yeah,
real on
Eartha
there.
Kitt said a woman should never have to compromise. She fell in love with herself. You know what I'm saying? And a man should fall in love with me and all that. You fall in line. What y'all got, fellas? What y'all
It took her long enough.
got? What y'all
Uh,
got, fellas?
I don't know if Eartha Kitt is a good beacon to. I don't know.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I ain't never really fancy her too tight. You know what I'm saying? She always seemed a little full of herself.
Hey, she still.
Everybody, all that garbage, man. I think in her position, she could take that stance because she had what she needed by herself. So she could actually. Everybody can't take that stance. Everybody can't take that position. Everybody doesn't have her stature or her fame or her money. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a regular person stance that you could actually take.
Okay. All right, son, what you got?
I don't know, man. I really don't. Like I
What?
just
Not
don't.
y'all quiet.
Yeah, I'm just
Not
saying.
quite.
Woo!
Pretty much.
I don't know what to say.
I know
Nah,
What?
what
that
to
really
say.
don't make
I know what to
sense.
say.
Like.
We coming.
Okay,
We
look,
coming to you, Boogie.
look.
You want
Hey, don't men already come in a compromising position from the jump? You know what I'm saying? With all the stuff that we do to
Oh
get
my
y'all.
goodness. You got the women shaking their head at that one. You got
Nah,
it.
don't do that.
Yeah,
Like all the talking and all the and trying to impress you and all that other stuff. Like come in the door like that. So for you to think that you don't have to compromise, I'm like, what's it worth to you? Like, what do you think you're gonna get out of not compromising? Like, y'all would listen to that? Y'all would take that advice?
Mm,
Yeah,
Is that a
that's
question?
that.
that's okay. I like that. So
Boogie,
with
don't
that
laugh
said,
too hard. Don't laugh too hard, Boogie.
uh,
Like,
Boogie.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead, son.
Boogie.
Go ahead, son.
Nah, I'm done with that. Like, I don't even know how to even respond to that. Like, just go ahead, Boogie.
So horrible example for one.
Mm-hmm.
The kid. I mean, just pull up her history, who she was married to, what kind of lifestyle she lived. Like Mike said, like Max said, Calbino, as you guys know him as, uh, she could take that stance. I love what Son asked, which was, would you take that advice? Would you take what she just said and run with it? And then on top of that, compromising is not a negative thing. If you're not able to compromise, then you're not able to resolve differences. So for someone to even say something as ignorant as compromise for what, that means that means you think that you're the end all be all. Whatever you say, that's the end of the story. A compromise is just simply a negotiation where you have give and take for everybody to find some kind of equitable way to move along. So it sounds ridiculous and super ignorant. She just sounds like a brat.
All right, ladies, what y'all got?
Here, here.
Sounds ridiculous, ignorant. She sounds like a brat.
I
Do
like
y'all
to hear-
women?
I like
Do
to hear
y'all women?
I like to hear nice intellectual.
Yeah, unmute yourself,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah. Do y'all women
I was
agree
just
with
waiting
that?
for y'all to, you know, we
They-
trying to learn to be respectful, let everybody speak. So I'm just letting
Yeah.
y'all get out what y'all had to say.
All right, what you got now?
I mean, well, for one, and in all honesty, you know, I like to find topics that cause controversy and bring up, you know, different opinions and things like that. So, with that all being said, I do feel like, to a certain extent, compromise is important. However, I do also feel like when you met me or talked to me or wanted to date me or whatever the case may be, you knew what it was, what you were getting yourself into. Now, I'm not
No, you
saying
don't.
people can't fake, and I'm not saying people can't, you know, put on a little show. Like you said, I didn't flirted with you and did this and did that. But what does that really mean? What are we negotiating? I mean, if you seen that I was crazy or you felt like I was a crackhead or whatever all out there, you would have never talked to me in the first place. So it was something about either my energy or my aura that made you want to talk to me, date me, whatever. Me personally,
Or your booty.
there you go. Or that ass.
But
We
you
don't care
So I
about
mean,
what we think.
I just feel like at the end of the day, compromise, yeah, we can compromise on bills and stuff like that. But me, this is me. If I want to laugh out loud, that's what I'm gonna do. If I want to go out with my girls, that's what I'm gonna do. If I'm a whatever, that's what I'm gonna do. And you do have couples out here that say, "Hey, I like my woman loud and da da da. This is how she was when I met her, so this is what I fell in love with." I'm not
That's nothing
saying,
to do with
oh,
compromise.
hold on,
Oh,
hold on. But what I'm
no one's
saying
saying
is,
change who you are. I don't think that's it.
Hold up. Hold on. Let her finish. Let her finish. Let her
Whoa.
cook. Let her cook.
I get it. I know it's burned a little fuel in your fire. Hold on a
We're
second.
at a slow simmer. We ain't even cooking.
I'm just saying though. Let me get it out. What I'm saying though is compromise for what? Even with that laugh that she did, y'all don't compromise a damn thing. Y'all want us
Bullshit.
to
Oh
take y'all. Hold on. Men want you to take it as y'all are. And if and this is what I want, if I want to go out with my boys, if I want to shoot guns, if I want to do this, if I want to do that, this is what it is. You got a lot of guys out there that's like that. This is who I am. You knew I was like this when you met me. Okay, cool. Say less. So when it's the women's turn, we don't want to hear none of that. Because compromise for what? Like I said, we can negotiate bills because compromising, like you said, is nothing but a negotiation. Like, let's figure it out together. Let's see how it could work for the both of us.
You want selective compromise.
If that's what you want to call it, if you want to pretty it up that way, then I mean, hey, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like I said, this is what it was when you met me. If you really felt like I was batshit crazy or anything like that, you would have never gave me the time of day in the first place, unless you're a nut yourself.
Question.
So I'm just trying to figure out. Go ahead, Boogie. What's your question? Go ahead.
So the way you're talking about it, like, hey, if we knew you were this kind of person, then why would we ask you to change? I thought the question was, should women, or do you mean just should anyone compromise? Because
Well, I mean, the video specifically was a woman because it was Eartha Kitt. So yes, do the men feel like women should compromise? Because me personally, I don't feel like men compromise for any damn thing. We can say, babe, I don't like you staying out till 2:00 in the morning, and your ass is walking in the house
I gotta
at
say something on
2:30.
that. 'Cause that's crazy.
I'm gonna be real quick, man.
Yes, I love the fact that y'all want to talk so much.
All
This is
right,
great.
let's
Oh,
go.
I love this energy. Keep
Go.
it going.
It all boils down to what the fuck are you trying to achieve? What is the goal? If you don't give a fuck about reaching said goal, then yeah, don't fucking compromise. But it's about give and take. So if a man's like saying he wants to have a family life and raise children and do certain things, he is going to eventually at some point understand that you have to let go of certain things in order to progress down another path. It's just like when you want to go legal instead of being in the street. You can't necessarily always do all the things you used to fucking do. You have to let some of those things go. And that's not a negative compromise. That's just like, hey, if I really want to move on in a certain career, I may have to change how I dress, present differently, do certain things. You have to do that. I mean, it's just it doesn't make sense.
But as she
If you
said,
wanna
but if she,
celebrate
but as she
whatever,
said, I'm happy with myself, and you came and fell in love with this happy self.
well, the question is
So
compromise for what? Do you want something different? If you don't want nothing different, don't fucking compromise. But if you want something different, you will eventually compromise. It's give and take. You have to. There's no way that unless you just got it all and born with it all out the gate, you're going to compromise somewhere down the road. Will you compromise? The question is, what will you compromise? Don't compromise your integrity. Don't compromise your character. Don't compromise your morals. But all the rest of the shit is negotiable.
right, that's exactly my point. So
I could tell.
therefore, my thing is, Bino, prime example. I'm gonna use you, Bino. Anytime we're on the call, Bino is like, "Oh, I ain't doing nothing. Ain't nobody making me do a goddamn thing that I ain't about to fit up there and do because I ain't about to do that shit."
That doesn't mean he doesn't.
That ain't compromise. What if it's something that makes your girl happy? What if it's something that would make her push a little more to do X, Y, and Z? But when you have that,
Let me jump in.
when
Let
you
me
had
jump
when you
in.
come on, Vino. I know
Let me
you.
jump in.
Come on, tell me about myself, Vino.
I
Tell
say
me.
that because you're not my girl. I don't have to compromise with you.
You said it. You've said in general before.
Nah, I didn't say nothing in general. Here's my thing is
Okay.
everybody has their place and everybody
Okay.
has their rank in things. And
Right.
if you don't rank where I give a damn if you get mad at me, then guess what? I don't give a damn if you get mad at me. Secondly, as far as men compromising, I can tell you personally, a lot of times you have multiple women before you settle down with one woman. And that is a compromise that I don't just go do whatever the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. So I've already
Right.
hold up. I've already compromised my status in things. You know what I'm saying? Just to be with you. So that's a number one compromise that most men make.
So
'Cause
you
most
feel like
men
you
aren't
feel like you did a woman a favor by just settling
I
down
didn't
with.
say shit about a favor. I compromised. I gave up a lifestyle so that I could be with her. That's compromise.
Why
That's
do that?
giving to.
Why do that? Because if
Why not do that?
is that going to
Because
make
I
you
want to
happy?
be. Because I want to. Okay. Happy is fucking overrated. I'm sick of people talking about happy. Nobody's fucking happy that much. You get happy in spurts. It's like being hungry. Sometimes I'm hungry. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes I'm not. I'm not going to be in a perpetual state of happiness. I don't care who you're
No, of
with.
course not.
You have
Of
to get
course not.
over that happy shit. But
No,
here's
for
what it is.
sure.
I want to be with this person, so I'm going to compromise my lifestyle. I'm going to change up what I'm doing. So that's all. That's an automatic compromise.
Great,
You're
and I'm
giving
happy,
up stuff
and
you like to do.
I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that because I'm going to make my final point and then we can go on to the next person. Thank you for saying that because I feel like for us women, since it was geared towards women, we compromise damn near everything to be with y'all MFers. And a lot of the times when we do that, we get a lot of times when we compromise, we get a slap in the damn face. And then next thing you know, 20 years later, the man says, well, you knew I wasn't like this. Oh, you knew I didn't. Oh, you knew I did. Motherfucker. I just did X, Y, and Z. I stopped going shaking ass till 3:00 in the morning. I just did this. I just did that. And now you telling me that it's over?
But we're not a
That's
scorecard.
different.
So
Okay,
that
but now, so now it's different, Boogie. Now it's different. All right,
Hold on,
next person.
Hold on, quick, Boogie. Let one of the other ladies get in here because
Yeah,
this is like a
yeah.
back and
yeah.
forth with Naya.
Okay, can I just say one thing?
Yes.
And unfortunately, I hate taking Jay Boogie's side. However, I think that we are confused.
It's
I have to agree with him because I think we're confusing compromise and settling. Now, as long as you are not disrespected and y'all are coming to some, like he said, some of your core values are not being neglected,
Right.
I think it's okay to compromise.
Right.
Okay. All right. G, Nay, what y'all got?
Yeah, G gotta check that. Just checking to see if it's that I have a dick between my legs sometimes, but I'm the same way. I think that things are being confused. I don't like the way that women was talking because compromising is something different, means something different to me. Compromising means Compromising to me is something that you gotta do the moment you decide that you want to be in a relationship. It's the
Right.
same thing. I mean, settling is something different. Settling, doesn't mean that I have to settle for something that I don't necessarily agree with, that I goes against my values, my standards, just because, I think less of myself, I don't value myself. That is something completely different. Compromising is something that is necessary for me in order to be in a relationship. It has nothing to do with, happiness and stuff. No. When you love somebody, when you want to be in a relationship, you just simply have to compromise because it's not all about you, unless you are a
Absolutely.
narcissist,
Okay.
So,
No.
And
that's
don't
what I
forget, is a
gotta say.
narcissist.
Oh,
It's,
no, I
it is
get that.
what it is.
Yeah, I
Um,
get that. Man, Danae, what y'all got?
I'm gonna tell y'all something I learned while I was like from a therapist, another therapist.
Mm-hmm.
He said it was a man.
Right.
He said, there is no compromise. There is only adjustment.
Nice.
And that is very true.
All
Nice.
right. Expand. I know you. I know you about to expand,
I
boss.
like that.
Yes, I am. A compromise is a concession. It's saying I'm losing something to get whatever.
Mm-hmm.
An adjustment is a shift in behavior.
Right.
To like what Nye said, like when we're talking about like, oh, am I willing to not go out till 2:30 in the morning anymore? I'm still going out with my friends. I'm still gonna be happy. Am I willing to come home a little bit earlier? I'm making an adjustment. The compromise is I don't like when you go out with your friends. Okay, I won't go out with my friends no more.
Mm-hmm.
Different. Because now you're losing something.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
And
Thank
a
you.
compromise implies the idea that at some point I'm gonna resent you because I gave up something.
That part.
But if I've just adjusted and maintained whatever it was that I wanted, then I didn't lose anything. I just adjusted, so I still have what I want.
No, I completely see what you're coming
Disagree
from.
with that, man.
Bino don't agree with you. What you got, Bino?
I think they're synonymous. I think the whole adjustment, compromise, that's a play on words. That's not really any. There's no difference. They're like synonyms.
It's not different.
I'm not gonna resent you because I gave up other women if I want to be with you. I'm not gonna be, oh man, I could have still been, because I made a choice. I made a conscious decision. And I did compromise a lifestyle I didn't just adjust. Just adjust would be the timing. I'd be like, I still got the other jumps. But I got you more of the time. That's like an adjustment. A compromise is like, I'm cutting the ass off and I'm gonna be with you. I think that's I don't know. I think that's synonymous. I don't think there's that much difference with compromising and adjustment. I think they're both the same thing in that description.
I mean, that's making it sound like nicer, but it's just the same thing. It's just meeting in the
Yeah,
middle.
it's the same thing.
If you don't want to meet in the middle, then don't be in a relationship with nobody. Just be happy with yourself.
Okay.
I mean, but when
Until you meet the right person. But
when
I like the way it sounds. It's an adjustment.
Right.
Okay,
And if
cool.
I'm happy with myself, then you're happy with me. What are we adjusting and what are we compromising?
Nah, that's bullshit.
No, be happy with
by
yourself.
definition, when you're
right
compromising,
that
when
is
you're
gonna be
compromising,
willing
you're
to
giving something up.
I am giving up something up. I'm giving up extra
By
women.
definition,
I'm
when you
giving something up.
compromise, you give something up to
You're
get
not
what you
giving
want.
something up.
you do.
I don't
You are.
agree with that.
When
You
you
don't have to
compromise,
give something up. Don't
Right,
give
when
it up.
Definition of
Don't
compromising
give it
is
up
giving
until
something
you
up.
find the
when
right
you
person to be with,
compromise,
and it's gonna be willing to just accept you just the way
right,
you were. Don't
right. When
settle.
you right,
Don't
when you
settle.
compromise, you meeting in the middle. When you adjusting, that's personal. That's when you're changing. You gotta look this up.
Yeah.
My kids taught me definitions. Like that's the difference. When you compromise, you're meeting the person in the middle. How can I do better? What can we both do to make this work? When you
Right.
adjusting, that's personal. That means I'm
Right.
changing who I am. That's the difference.
An adjustment is a change made to fit the condition.
Right.
Yes.
When you compromise, we're sitting down and we're talking. We're like, okay,
A
let's
compromise is an
Let's-
agreement made by two parties to give up something to get to what you want.
where you're actually meeting in the middle. Like, what is our medium? Like what's his name said with a job. I compromise, or did I? My thing is, when I'm in a professional world, I try to keep my hair done or whatever because I'm working with corporate people. Or it's really a difference. I looked it up. So compromise is meeting in the middle, and adjustment. Hey, stop. And adjustment is personal. It's changing who you are. There's a difference.
Okay. All right. What you got, Amanda, and then Nay?
I mean, I'll agree to disagree. That's fine. I just
Okay.
see it differently. I mean, am I willing to compromise? It depends on the situation. I'm not going to give up anything to feel like I'm losing a part of myself. But I also understand that if I say I want to be in a relationship with something or with someone, that something has to change. I can't be the person I
Agree
was
to
when you met
disagree is
me
a
ever.
compromise.
If I decide I want to
Bino,
be with
shut up.
somebody, I have to also decide that I'm going to live my life differently, because I just can't move the way I would as a single woman if I choose to deal with a man and be
Exactly.
in a relationship. I can't. That's not a compromise. That's a choice I have to make walking in.
Right.
With any man. That's not particular to a man. That's
Exactly.
any man. I say I want to be in a relationship. I know certain things come with that.
Right.
Right.
So,
I get you on that, Nay.
And then also, no matter the status, because I know y'all talking about Eartha Kitt, she rich and all that, whatever. I ain't rich and I didn't compromise shit, and niggas still slap me in the goddamn face. So therefore, Boogie,
Lord have
don't
mercy.
start making them faces.
Nay,
Don't
Nay,
start
look.
making the face. Nay, hold on. We ain't hear from Nay yet. Where Nay at?
That's what I don't like that y'all sometimes when y'all talk about women, you guys just look at women sometimes, some of you guys, as like a commodity. I don't believe that it has anything to do with her status. And real talk, son, that was dishonest. You said men compromise a lot. I've heard almost all of you guys say, I ain't changing shit.
Exactly.
Y'all walk in and saying, I'm not changing shit. But I agree with Boogie and Amanda and Shanta, everybody really. But when Boogie said the core, like, I'm not changing my integrity, I'm not changing this, I'm not changing that. But I go further, I'm not changing the way I eat. I'm not, my exercising. Like, sometimes I just feel like when you walk in it compromising, I don't, to the point where I lose myself, I'm not compromising. Go find whatever it is that you're looking for, because I'm not it. So compromise, when you start to lose yourself, when you start to be unrecognizable, it's never good. And I will resent you. And sometimes I feel like when men come in it and they want this idea of a woman, they think that the woman, like, because you have options, go get your options then. But don't try to mold me into what your ideal person is.
Right.
But when it comes to me, there's certain things that I don't mind negotiating. But if you're not, I don't like the control part where the mindset has to be there, where you're not coming to me with this ideal person you're looking for. I'm not the person for you. I'm not losing myself over a relationship. Point blank. I don't mind discussing, and I don't even like the word compromising, and I don't like the word adjusting. No, we can, but your expectations and my expectations can be discussed, and let's not waste each other's time. So, and I don't believe in status.
Important.
I don't believe that we have to have a status like that. That's why society has, just because some men feel like women, because y'all have so many options, that we have to, like Shanta said, like, settle. And that interpretation or your idea of that is not cool. But I see the society feels like women are commodity, just from the last thing that we talked about. And we're supposed to be disposed of. And well, if you're not acting this way, we're gonna just choose somebody else, and that's your choice.
And I agree. And just to piggyback off of Nate saying that men feel like they have all these options. I feel like that's why most men are not willing to compromise, because you feel like you have so much to pick from. And then you go through all this to the point where now it's like I'm old, I'm 50, I'm damn near AARP status, and I need somebody to pretty much wipe my ass. So therefore, now let me settle down and let me try to compromise, because I know I need somebody to help me with my gout and my heart, my arthritis, and my bad back. So now that I'm 50, 60, damn near dead, let me compromise something.
Damn, I'm damn near dead.
I'm just saying, we all gonna need somebody to wipe our ass with about 75, 80. So I'm just saying, like, you better start compromising a little early. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen. Before you answer to that, Boogie, listen, I looked it up. Compromise comes from the Latin, a mutual promise of concession, and adjustment is from Latin, is to set, align, or to bring into order. One is about giving up, and the other is about fitting or aligning. All right, so that's that. Boogie, what you got? Because you took that. You got gout, dog?
I'm making. Nah, I don't got gout. I got. I got a.
Wait. Before you,
Hold
on, wait, Boogie. I was gonna say something real quick on to double back on Joel's definition. I also read something too, important note. It says compromise also can mean to weaken or endanger something, such as compromising one's principles or security.
Compromising in a relationship.
But go ahead, Boogie. Go ahead.
No. Wait a minute. Compromising in a relationship has a whole different meaning as well. So do not ignore that one too.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, a bunch of smart people here.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So with this, all right. So to the smart people. When a woman is saying the word compromise, are they talking about love or self-sacrifice?
Wait. That threw me off, because I had some things that Nick and I mentioned that I wanted to address real quick. But can I?
Yes, I love it.
First.
Yeah. Go ahead, Boogie.
All right. So it was a lot. I understand. I totally understand when you may have the sentiment or feel like guys are like, oh, we ain't changing shit, but that's not realistic if you're trying to be in a long-term committed relationship. You're going to have to make adjustments. To use Amanda's description, you're going to have to make adjustments. Whether it's a compromise or an adjustment, to me, is not really the big thing, or whatever the definition behind it is. It's the sentiment that you have that we have to do it and men don't. And I don't think that's true. To speak on what Son said, we do make adjustments. And it's not just about giving up women. It's about just making sure that you now have to care about more than just yourself. You can't be just completely self-centered. You need to think about a bigger picture than just whatever it is that you want for you.
So if Nay wants the trash taken out every Thursday night, and you're not used to taking the trash out every Thursday night, are you going to compromise and just start taking the trash out every week because you know that this is the woman that you love? We're just going to be hypothetically speaking here. I'm just saying, like, if I want the trash taken out every night,
I'm gonna answer it. If you love her and you want peace, that's nothing. That's fucking nothing. That's to me, that's a question for maybe a little boy, but a man who understands the value of what the woman is, the nigga gonna do way more than fucking take out the trash to make sure he has that shit on.
They're gonna beat him with the eye roll.
They're gonna do way more than that.
That's true.
So it's like, I don't know. I don't relate to this. I just don't relate to this because, yeah, there's a lot of things about myself that I'm not changing and I'm not compromising, but I'm very fucking transparent about that shit from the jump. Hey, this is what you're rocking with.
So expectation.
Right. So therefore, you're not going to compromise.
But it's not that I'm not willing to. There's certain categories of things. It's not a blanket thing. Do you compromise? Well, I don't compromise with
right
character. I don't compromise with if I'm gonna be fucking with a chick who's fucking with other dudes. I don't compromise with my money. I don't. There's certain shit I'm not.
Right.
But there's other categories.
Right.
I can say, you know what? That is disrespectful to come home at sunrise. Come home in a decent time. That is crazy to not check in and call and let her know whatever's going on. That is fucking stupid to just show up with motherfuckers at the end of the day and maybe she only cooked enough food for just you and her and surprise people. It's being considerate. It's just like, it's common sense type shit to me.
So it's not compromise, it's being considerate.
But you're confusing single life with being in a relationship. Y'all make it seem like,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, that's the only time it'll.
And you're right. And
keep making it seem like I'm giving up.
But you know what, Boogie? I think that what you're saying is, I'm not saying that it's an entire generation change.
Like, let me finish. Y'all keep saying it like y'all giving up women. Like, but it's called a no. I'm saying like, oh, we're giving up being with different women. Right, but y'all keep making it seem like you should be honored because I'm not going to be sleeping. Women,
nobody made it seem like that. That's how you. That's how you.
The way that
let her finish. Let her finish. Hold on, let her finish.
The way that you guys talk, y'all. The way that y'all word it is like that we're supposed to be. Yes, you guys keep saying we're giving up other women's. Well, that is the.
It's the way
it's the way that you said it. It's the way that you guys said it. And my thing is,
fucked up way.
It's the way that you guys keep saying it as if he said it, and
it ain't.
So did Calvino. Y'all said it as if that y'all should be honored about it, and I'm like, well,
nobody
that's
says shit about being honored about anything.
Shit, you keep saying it like that, like that's compromising because we're giving up women, and I'm like, well, you shouldn't sign up to be in a relationship. It's not like something to. It's kind of
you
like
ain't listening to the whole thing. You're picking out little pieces and trying to roll off that shit. That ain't the whole statement.
I got a question because
and I say if I say here and be like, well, I want to be with this guy, and I'm like, well, I'm giving up other men and dating. That's
I got a question for you because
it's so stupid.
Let me dissect something you were saying. You said you're not going to make certain concessions or whatever either. Now, lifestyle is a really big deal, right? Would we all agree lifestyle is a huge deal?
Yes.
You're what, vegan?
Pescatarian.
Okay, theory. That's the theory. Now, would you totally write off a prospect because they couldn't adjust to that lifestyle? You wouldn't be willing to compromise to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna cook. Let you cook your meat in these separate pots and use different utensils. You wouldn't compromise, right?
Because I would not compromise only because
you are.
That is going to get on. I did it before, and that gets on people's nerves. When y'all are not aligned with the food and stuff, it just gets on people's nerves. I like to keep.
You ain't willing to compromise, Nay. So I don't want to hear no more. Then you ain't.
That's what Eartha said. No. Compromise for what?
and I think that's in my world, I'm not gonna write off an entire beautiful, perfect entity because of their eating habit. Of me being a vegan and them being a vegan or me not being whatever. No, that's not big enough for me. But for some people, it is.
Alignment is important when it comes to
me. That's a
big lifestyle.
Not compromising. That's
a lifestyle.
Shit.
That's a lifestyle. So you asked me a question, and I'm going to answer it only because I did that in my previous marriage, and it caused that person to resent me. And I'm not saying that every man is like that, but when you are a workout person and you're eating healthy, after a while, do you have to keep eating like that, or you got to keep? It causes a problem. Like I'm a person that I kind of foresee that, like only because it will cause a problem. If you're a person that
vet it well in advance to be like, hey, I've really been living like this for this many years. I'm not.
I've been like this since my son was 2 and he's 19. And it still causes a problem. I don't care. Even when somebody starts to work
that way, were you a vegan when he met you?
No, but what I'm saying is no. But it's still resented. There's men that I've talked to. If their spouse is not working out and they start, it causes a problem. It does that area is You guys think that it's not sensitive. It is extremely sensitive when you walk in it like that. It is. And I understand that maybe, well, like it's like a person who likes to work out, but that other person don't like to work out. And you can see, and it's important, it causes a problem. It does cause a problem. That's the only reason why I will not compromise. I'm not against meeting someone in the middle, but that topic and eating and exercising and diet, oh, it is a ginormous problem. And it's not just me. I've talked to men that have a problem with their spouse not working out or their person not taking it seriously. And I've talked to women who have a problem with it. They do resent and they do have a problem with it.
So I'm gonna leave it alone after this, but there's a difference, a distinct difference to me in if you coming together and finding out your differences as opposed to you start off one way and then you
not with diet and exercise.
And then you change, because like you have a way to kind of vet it in advance when you meet someone now to say, look, this is my lifestyle. I've grown into this. You're not like a young girl. You're a woman who's been doing this for some time, and you can present yourself that way as opposed to I presented myself one way and then somewhere down the line I changed it and morphed into something else. That's way harder for a man.
We're talking about totally.
You think it's harder for a man?
I said it's.
We're not even talking. That's not compromise.
Go ahead, Amanda. Let Amanda talk. Let Amanda talk.
Whatever it is, willing to make a change. However you want to.
With the way Nay is saying it, I don't even think that's not compromise. That is selection. Because there is no compromise. If I go into something saying I'm not gonna date a guy who don't eat like me, there's no compromise. I don't have to be willing to compromise because I don't fuck with you.
Period. Just like how y'all men said it. You ain't my woman, so I don't have willing to compromise.
Exactly. I'm selecting people who align with my lifestyle.
Boom.
And
that's it.
And there is no compromise.
There's no adjustments.
Like Dino said earlier, I don't gotta compromise with you, and I don't have to adjust for you. If we not together, what are we doing?
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Do not get in a relationship. Enjoy yourself and don't jump into a relationship. Don't settle if it doesn't work out for you, because once you're in a relationship, then you have to compromise certain things. Definitely, you have to adjust yourself to be in a relationship, but don't. I'm saying it because as a 50-year-old woman that I am right now, like, no, I am not willing to compromise or settle for something that it is not worth the trouble for me.
My point. My point exactly.
You know? So that's what I was saying. It's like be happy with yourself.
It depends on what you're compromising.
No, but a lot of people don't understand about lifestyle, how sensitive that is, how it literally can get on. It's not about, oh, I think I'm this and I think I'm that. It has nothing. My ego and I'm humble when I say it, but I have, when it comes to my health, when it comes to my lifestyle,
a little bit.
Oh, sorry. When it comes to my health, like people don't understand. Is it better?
Yes, better. You good.
When people start talking about fitness and health and lifestyle, I just think if you're not living it, you don't understand how sensitive that is. So when you walk in it with someone like I just do not have a desire to argue about whatever. If he's a heavy meat eater, he doesn't have to be, he could be a vegan and I could be a pescatarian, but if he's a heavy meat eater and he's not exercising and that is a problem for me, and that's my preference. That's not about compromising. And I understand walking into that. I know people be like, oh my God, you're still single. That's my choice. That's my choice. It's a lifestyle. I need a person that I don't want to be, and if it happens, that is okay, because life happens and we don't have no control over that. But I personally don't want to be a hospice wife. I want somebody to take care of themselves, to be physically fit, and if life happens and something happens and you do get a health issue, I'll deal with it. But I do not want to sign up at my age to be somebody's hospice wife when I just raised my last child is a grown ass man, and now I gotta take. No, That's my
Exactly. And you damn near AARP needed somebody to wipe your ass.
Son, what you got? What you got? You
fucking
boiling?
compromise,
Son,
though.
and
Let them
Calbino
keep
boiling. What y'all got?
Hey, look, I think we got into a semantics battle
Yeah,
as
I think we
opposed to
did, man.
context. Like
Yeah.
I'm looking at the video and I asked the women, do they agree with it? Would they take that advice? I'm just saying, if I ran up on a woman like that and she was talking like that, then I wouldn't deal with her. So I'm asking you, like, would that be your approach? Do you agree with that?
That's not
Is
my
that approach
No,
correct? Okay,
no,
so
no, no.
but dealing with the clip though, let's talk about that. You know what I mean? Like we went so far off of this word
Yeah.
compromise that y'all
Yes.
forgot about the clip and whether or not you want to deal with that. Like, is she right or is she wrong?
Because I was asked a question, and Boogie asked me a question, so we did veer off of it. And I'm just saying this: I don't have a problem with the core. I mean, like the core of me, integrity. It's just to me, like real talk. It's just it depends on what am I. I don't want to be unrecognizable. It's like I just wouldn't even. I wouldn't even. Somebody said that if they did not believe in God and they didn't believe in Jesus, I wouldn't date an atheist. So it's just like, why are we compromising so much? Like,
But she
and it,
didn't have no conflict with it. She said she was in love with herself.
but I don't. I love myself enough to want me a good mate. So I don't feel like that. It depends on the core of me is not compromising, and I will not lose myself to be with a man who no. I
And
will
then
not
not
lose
only
myself to
that, I
be with a
feel like
man.
a lot of times when you do compromise, again, people change, they evolve, whatever. I've had friends, both male and female, that have compromised. They shut the world out because of this one person that wants them to do this. They want that. And then next thing you know, it don't work out. And now they trying to come back and be like, oh, hey. And I can tell when that person is going through something in their relationship because it's like, what? You coming out again? What? You want to have brunch again? What? You want to go do this again? You wasn't doing this for the last year. You fell off the face of the earth all because you was trying to compromise. Now you want me to be this friend that you ghosted because your peoples either took you away or whoever the case may be. To
And we
me,
ain't talking
I
about that
think,
nigga.
but that's part. But
I want to know.
Sunshine, that's
I,
part of it.
I
That's
don't know.
part of
Nah,
it. That's part of it.
your
I'm
dudes be
sorry.
on some shit. Like I
No,
ain't
I
talking
said,
about
hold
them
on.
niggas no more.
I said both men
I,
and no, I said friends, and I said both female and male. I didn't just say guys. I said both female and male. I see that when they get into a relationship, they're totally different. They don't show up. They don't do
That
this. They
happens.
don't do that. They
That's
don't
how
do
it
this.
goes.
They don't have to because. But at the end of
Yeah,
the
it
okay,
do.
but Bino, you saying that they have to? Okay, cool. But then at the
Me
end of the
and
day,
Ray used
hold
to
on, wait,
hang
wait,
out
wait, wait,
every
wait. A
day.
year
Ray
later,
get
hold on, wait, wait,
married. We
wait.
don't hang out every day
Hold
no
on,
more.
but a
That's
year,
his life.
No,
That's
but
how it goes.
Calbino on
I
that.
can't
I agree with Calbino on that.
Say
I
it
agree.
again, Mac. I cleaned
Yeah,
up my
we
life.
can't hang out like we did when we was both single and chilling. You know what I'm
I
saying? When
agree.
you get in a
I'm not
relationship, that
saying
takes you away.
I'm not
Mac
saying
used to
that.
nah,
But I'm
you the
not
main
mad at
one
him over
saying
that.
I'm
I'm
you
not
not
met me
like,
saying
like
oh,
that
I
you.
don't
this.
fuck
I'm
with
This is
not
Ray.
how I'm
saying
gonna
Ray
that
got
be.
you.
mad
I'm
I'm
at
not
not
me
gonna
saying
over
that
change
you.
and
Hold
shit.
on.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
not saying.
this
I'm
is what
not
it sounds
saying
like.
that you. I'm not saying that you should be at the strip club all night, every night, from the time
I
you was
don't know.
18 to the time you
I
was
ain't never
50.
liked
That's
that
not what
shit.
I'm
I
saying.
What
don't.
you
If I
did
can't
say,
touch
but
No,
you,
what
this
you
is
did,
what
I
hold
ain't
up.
paying
But
what
no
I'm
what you
saying.
dollar.
did,
That's weak.
This is
what
what
you
it sounds
did.
At
like.
a
Niggas is weak.
time,
I
one
love
at a
this.
time. Can't
I love
nobody hear
this.
all
Hey,
these
I
people
got
yelling
all
over
y'all
each
talking
other.
today. I got
This is
all
what
y'all talking
When
today.
you talking
nah,
crazy,
you was the
talking
main
over
one
each
that
other.
said, yo,
Yeah.
if I want to hang out with my
I'm
girls,
getting
I
on
want
y'all
to hang
nerves
out with
today.
my
I know I am.
homeboys, then I can do that. But at what point when you get in a relationship do
Hold
you
on, wait,
grow
son.
up?
Hold on, wait, son. Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll
I
talk to
was
them.
laughing.
At
No,
what
no, I
point
was saying, yeah.
when you get in a relationship do you grow up and say, you know what, I just can't do this stuff anymore?
My point exactly. Thank you for saying that. Because at what point? Why do it gotta be till you
Well,
damn
when
near
did you
50?
say
Hold
that?
on, wait, pause. I'm not saying I did. Hold on, wait. But hold on. The whole point of me even bringing up this topic is to make y'all say certain things that I want y'all to say, and y'all are saying exactly what I want y'all to
I
say.
can't
My
tell. You
my.
all over the place,
No,
girl.
I'm not.
I'm taking a
No,
quick
I'm
break.
not. Hold
Nah.
on. Hold on. I'm gonna answer Sun. I'm gonna answer Sun.
I
This is my.
don't think Nia had any. I think she just wanted the controversy today. She just
She
wanted
gonna get it too.
Because look, this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you said exactly what I wanted to. At what point are you going to compromise to actually have a good life and do this? My point exactly. Men especially, because since we wanted to say that the video was about women, I'm a woman. Let's talk about it. My point exactly. Why do y'all gotta wait till y'all damn near in the grave for y'all to fucking compromise for some shit? Why you can't do it when you 25? Why you can't do it when you 30? You know damn well when you 25 years old, you're not trying to be with no hoes. You know you want a good house and a good meal and a good family. You want the yard. You want the big dogs, the Cane
Nah, I got
Corsos,
a
the
question
Mastiffs,
for
and
you
all
But
of
we
then.
that.
don't want Eartha
So now
Kitt,
I have a
okay?
question for you
And
then.
it
So
ain't
was
even
your
about
point
that.
No,
was your
I'm
point in
agreeing
this
with
video
So Amanda,
was your
Hold on.
point in this video about women not compromising or men, or was it just people
Well,
compromising soon enough?
well, I can't have. Well, with the video, I mean it's Eartha Kitt, so of course it's a woman in there, of course.
Oh no,
But
I know, but I'm just saying when you were thinking of it, what was your stance?
My whole thing is I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with compromise, but it's a point of when is it good to compromise? When is it is there a cutoff date for it? Because it seems like, and again, I'm probably the
So
youngest
at what
one. I'm
point is
probably the one.
like at what point do you decide that compromise is appropriate?
Yeah,
It's
because
worth it. That's when it's fucking worth it.
Okay,
I think so too. I
okay,
think
hold
it's
on, wait, pause.
appropriate
Okay, so
vetting.
Boogie, thanks for saying that as well. I love this. Thank you for saying that,
Welcome,
Boogie.
nah, damn.
So yes, so exactly. At what point and if it's worth it? So when y'all are like 25, 30, even 35.
Typically ain't worth it that early in life.
But you get into these relationships. Hold on, wait. But then y'all get into these little relationships and y'all mess with these women and y'all do all this. You might think it's not going to last after 30 days or 60 days. The shit might go on for a year. Next thing you know, you're talking about, oh, I don't want this. I don't want that. And
But it's worth it in
Nah,
age.
we're not doing that. We're telling you that.
Is
Hold
worth
up,
it
that
at age, or
wait a minute.
is
Wait a
it like
minute.
a particular age, life experience?
It seems that way.
Yo,
To
can I
me,
say
it seems
something?
that way.
Can I
That
say
it's based
something
off
right
of
quick?
what and when.
We're not waiting till later to say that. We're telling you now we don't want you. Okay? If that's your approach, we're telling you now from the jump we don't want you. Okay?
If he's not
So wait, so son, let me get it right. So son, you're saying like the lack of compromise, adjustment, concession, whatever, lets you know that you're just not the person this person is willing
Nah,
to.
I ain't even
That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay, wait a minute. Yes,
Yeah.
fine and dandy. But
The age don't matter.
I'm telling you that I'm looking at the whole context. I'm looking at her energy. I'm listening to her mood and everything. I'm not even hearing none of that. I ain't hear none of that. Just her whole attitude is a no.
Why?
Yeah.
Why do it got to be an attitude?
He's talking about the clip. He's talking about the clip.
I'm talking about the clip.
He's talking about the
She
clip,
had an
like the way
attitude.
it said.
She had an attitude.
I feel like
She had a-
But she loved herself, though.
like she laughed it off and she loved herself. What's wrong with
No.
that?
She had an attitude, and if that was a dude, he would have had an attitude too.
It was very snooty. It was very like, I'm not changing for you.
Yeah.
But then that also goes back to a certain point. Do you think it's at a certain
What point
age?
is that now?
Hold
The
on,
point
son,
is
son,
you
hold on.
don't want her.
I know I'm grinding y'all gears. I know I'm grinding y'all
No,
gears.
you're not.
Hold on,
Like,
hold on.
I don't
don't
want
want
that.
her.
We start something
But
Don't
I do
want her.
understand what not. I
But
do
you
understand.
got, but you got something against son today, now.
I'm gonna give her what she wants.
talking about the
Don't
boy
want
on
her.
video.
This the most I heard Sunset
not.
talk. This the most I
I
heard
do-
Sunset talk, and I love it. I love it.
I do understand what Nye is saying, though. I do see that a lot
I
of
feel like
times.
at what
y'all-
point? I feel like at
y'all
what point? Like if I'm
Hold up
25.
now.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's
Go
Nay
ahead.
was
hear
saying
Nate.
something. Nay was agreeing with you. Give us that.
I do understand what Nye is saying. That, and from my experience as well, I find just like how Calvino and a lot of you guys said that we're giving up other women. If you're young and you feel like
all the shit you heard. I said more than
No, that's
that.
what I'm saying.
God damn.
so if
I swear
y'all
to
Take it out
God,
the
I
trash.
so
gotta
you said it.
civilize shit next time.
So you said it. So I'm gonna just do it. So I do
God
understand what
damn,
not.
there was more to it than that. Golly.
Do you need to step away?
Reminiscent of the trash.
No.
You understand what not saying? I've talked and I've seen a couple of guys. Once they got older, I know a guy that had a stroke, and then all of a sudden, then he wants to get married. He needed-
Exactly. Y'all wait until y'all damn near y'all
would know
deathbed, and that's when y'all want to
like that.
sit there and act like y'all need somebody
And we
to
still
carry y'all
not
ass.
get
Hold on a
Earth again.
second.
mean.
Hold on, Nye. Hold on. So I do. I'm agreeing with you. So I do
Right.
understand what
Right.
Nye is saying. Y'all think y'all have options. It's okay. But as soon as you get sick, soon as a health issue come on, I've known people and heard about people that actually divorced a woman and they thought they wanted that greener grass. But as soon as they started having health issues, they wish that they had kept with that first, one that she was more of a nurturer. So I get what Nye is saying.
Tyler Perry.
Perfect example. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I was just about to say that. Thank you, Bina. Because
That's all
that
that
man did
Tyler
all
Perry
that shit.
bullshit. I
He
ain't
did
never
all
seen
that.
in
And then
real
as soon
life.
as his ass got shot the hell up, he damn near drowned in the bathtub. Y'all better stop playing.
No,
Y'all
but
better stop playing.
Hey,
I'm with
hold
King
up,
Earth.
hold up.
I can tell you that
That's a
because
good example, but I wasn't talking about that. Oh, that's a good example, but I wasn't talking
I know
about
it's
that.
just a
I mean,
movie.
but
I
I
know
think
it's just a movie.
I think that's human
You know, that's
nature.
good.
Like that's life
No, it's
expectancy.
not. It's a dude thing. It's not a human nature. It's a dude thing because 9 times out of 10, a guy will not stay around and take care of a woman if she started having health issues. Matter of fact,
Show me
there's
your
so
facts. Where
You're
you
going
get
on a
9 out of 10
tangent.
from?
You're going on a
I
tangent.
want to know where you got your data because that's bullshit.
give me an example of a guy. I only know
You give me the
So
example. You don't want to say
Bino,
it. I ain't giving no example.
if I was having issues with my stomach and I was shitty, you would wipe my ass for me.
I don't fuck with you like
know
that.
You don't know you. The fuck?
It's your stomach. What's wrong with your hand?
Nobody wiping your ass. Hey, listen.
He said you gotta have no hands for that.
That's what I'm saying. I go, what's wrong with your hand?
Can we
Hey,
go back to
listen.
what you said about an age thing? It's not an age thing. It don't have nothing to do with like you. It sounds like you're saying, why do we gotta wait till we get old, or why do we gotta wait till we get into a fucking position in order to make whatever adjustment? I don't think that's the case.
You don't?
No,
You don't?
even if I'm old, man, I'm not picking that attitude to take me to the grave.
No,
Man. Like,
I'm not
I'm not
saying
doing
have an
that.
attitude. I'm not
So
saying
I'm not
I'm
picking
not
her.
agreeing with the attitude.
anything.
I don't
picking
think the
her.
attitude's good. I don't think his attitude is good.
I made I
think that once you get to a certain age, I think the
have
idea
less shit I'll tolerate as I get older, not more. It don't
yes,
work.
but I think that now you want to settle down because the idea of you not being taken care of or whatever, it makes you want to find a good mate. That's why sometimes people got to get married like multiple times and they don't even change their ways or even get better until they get older.
It's not specific to men. You don't think
No,
women, you don't how many
specific to men.
Let me ask you. What'd you say? You said it is or it isn't?
I think it is more specific to men.
All right, well then I'd like to rebut that for a minute.
Okay.
Because you don't think there's a segment of women who prioritize everything but a man, and now they gotta freeze their damn eggs.
We have to prioritize a man.
I'll let you cook. You don't think there's a segment of women who prioritize whether it's education, career, or several other things above trying to be above trying to cater or be in a relationship with a man? You don't think that?
No, I think that it is that there's a lot of expectations, and we're off topic. There's a lot of expectations for women, and I think a lot of women realize that they can't have it all. Like we're gonna feel neglected. A man can sit here and have a child and go off to work because he got to provide. But a woman, she can't. If she's so hard in her career and then she leaves her kids there all the time, it's guilt. It's guilty. So I just think
she's looked at as a bad mom.
Yeah, she's looked at as a bad mom. So to answer your question, no, I just feel like women wait on not because of a man. It's just no lie. When you start getting married, if you get married and you want to be a mom and you want to have a career, the husband's neglected, and then the kids neglected, and then guess what? They holding all of that on the woman, saying you're not taking care of your man. Now he's cheating on you. Your kids and stuff is getting this happening. So it's the pressure of being everything, and then we got to stay fit and healthy too. That's the reason why.
No, you don't. But many of you watch your women gain 50 pounds
Depends
and
on who
stay
your
with them.
mate is. If everyone got
that don't mean he ain't cheating just because he stay.
I don't.
ain't fucking doing the shit. So
Yo,
what
there's so many topics going on right
I
now,
know,
man.
man.
Can we
Eartha
reel it
Kitt was
in a
full
little
of
bit?
shit.
Yeah,
The
hey,
Eartha
check
Kitt
it.
part was whack. Her whole fucking outlook on the thing was whack. From the clip itself, to stay on the clip topic, that was a terrible approach, and she could do it that way because of who she was. Regular people can't carry it like that.
All right, well, check it out. Listen, because I like earlier the use of the adjustment word other than compromise. So I did go a little bit further for G. Okay, and shot. Yeah. Okay. So adjustment, temporary, flexible, and mutual changes that do not portray your values, peace, or identity. You adjust how, not who. You adjust habits, not standards. You adjust out of love, not fear. You adjust without resentment. Compromise, giving up your core values, boundary, or long-term need to keep the relationship. You compromise who you are. You compromise your peace. You compromise your boundaries. You compromise out of fear of losing them, and it creates resentment. Bottom line, adjustment still feels like self-respect, and compromise eventually feels like self-betrayal. So I'm
Amen.
with adjustment and not compromise.
It doesn't make sense to compromise for a man. I don't care if you're in a relationship or married. No. If that man approached you, it's his job to compromise. He came to you. Obviously, it's something that he likes about you. Because if he didn't like it, he wouldn't approach you. Right? So why do you have to change now? See, these men, once again, want to trick these women, and they the ones with the most chaos. When a man is telling a woman, I think we need to compromise in order for us to stay together, there's no way. There's no way. He just wants you to compromise. And when you compromise for him, you're going to end up forgetting or stopping what you're doing. You're going to stop everything you like to do and everything else, all because he can't understand your way of living for real. Even though deep down he wants it, he's more comfortable in his chaos. I'm telling you, most of the time, when a man is saying to compromise, he's already chaotic. He can't understand your way of living. So he wants you to do what he's doing in order for him to be comfortable. Now it's a transfer now, because now you're chaotic and now he's peaceable, living his best life. And then he's gone.
Comfort and chaos.
And now you got to build yourself back up. That's the truth. That's why you don't do it. You don't ever compromise for no damn man, please. He doesn't like the way you're living. Goodbye, you're fired. Treat that man like an employee. See, just like a job, when you apply for a job and get hired, who's compromising? You or the manager? You think the manager? It's definitely going to be you. You came to them. You applied. So you have to compromise. And if you don't like it, leave. Or you're fired. That's the same way you have to deal with these men. You don't like the way I'm living? Then why did you come to me? See, now they ain't got nothing to say.
Hey, when she said they ain't got nothing to say, I thought she was talking about us.
Yep, she is. So
I got
what's up?
plenty
What
to
y'all
say.
got? Y'all got a
Thought
lot
she
to
was
say.
on.
Let's
Thought
go.
she was on the panel for a minute.
No,
What's up, fellas? What y'all got? What y'all got for that? Let's get it.
It was
Good
just way
stuff.
too much of her repeating herself over and over and over again.
Okay.
It really was.
And
And
it
that's
was
a
like,
stupid ass approach. And that's why niggas should dog this shit out of her.
Lord, you think every
Hey,
video
yo,
is a
that don't
stupid
sound
approach.
bitter. That don't sound bitter to y'all though.
You think,
That
first of all,
definitely
Bino, you
doesn't.
think every video is bad. Is bad.
It is. Here they
Every
are.
video to you is bad.
So, ladies, who agree? Amanda already said she kind of was repeating herself over and over.
I mean, it just
What y'all
sounds
got?
like it sounds like, I mean, I think when we have bad experiences in relationship, we walk away.
Yeah.
To Nay's point earlier, like Nay said, I'm not doing this because I've done this before and I just don't want to do that again. That's your
Yeah.
preference. It's not
Yep.
necessarily true that every person you get into a relationship with is going to have difficulty with food preference or working out or whatever.
True.
But if that's not something you're willing to go through, it's just not something you're willing to go through. It is what it is. That's
Right.
your preference. And if this person is walking around saying I'm not willing to compromise, I don't know who's gonna fuck with her. Like he said
Exactly.
earlier, when he heard it, he was like, the moment I hear it, I'm like, okay, this is not a person I'm gonna deal with.
Right.
Right.
If you hear something like that, 90% of the time, that's not a person you're willing to deal with. Any
Yep.
dude that sees that online and sees her face and meets her out in public is gonna go, I know what I'm dealing with. I know what type of time we on. So I also know how I'm gonna conduct myself in this relationship. I know somebody said it earlier, what level of relationship I'm gonna have with this person. How far are we gonna get? I walk in already knowing
That's
I'm
a
not
smash right there. That's a smash and dash. Yep. Don't compromise, girl.
Yeah, that's why I said
You
whatever
ain't gotta
you're saying you're willing
compromise.
to do or not do is based on where you get placed in this level of relationship. If I'm
Yep.
saying you're not willing to do blah 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 blah, okay, cool. If I know that's not what you're willing to do,
Right.
I know where to put you.
Yeah. Most
Preach,
people, we
preach,
look at you as
preach.
being difficult, and we gonna keep moving on, or just know how to deal with you. I get you. Shanta, what you got?
I agree.
You agree? Nah, what you got, nah?
You started this,
Now I
bro.
love that shit.
Yeah,
You
look
love
at
when a broad talk a bunch of
Yeah,
bullshit.
she was shit.
You love that garbage.
Well, like I
But I
said,
ain't gonna
to
You love that bullshit.
no. I mean, like I said, I do feel like, compromise is not a bad thing. But I also do feel like what, Bino?
Replay the show, man. Replay the show.
I never said. I never. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Pause. Not too much on me. I said that I don't have a problem with certain compromise. However, it is a thing where I do feel like at the end of the day, you meet somebody and you know what it is when you get with them. It's either is black and white. You either gonna act this way or you gonna do this or whatever. Now you do have those people out here in relationships that they both, man and a woman, are like, hey, I ain't willing to compromise shit. And then they like, oh shit, well maybe we a match made in heaven because I ain't trying to compromise shit either. So maybe y'all just together, just not compromising shit. However, at the end of the day, I don't want to be the one to resent you because you're telling me to do X, Y, and Z, or you feel like I should be this way, or you think I should do this, or whatever the case may be. And then again, you may evolve into something else, and then it changes.
I mean,
now
the
you don't.
reality of it is whoever you meet, whenever you meet them, they're not going to be that person ever. Like today, I meet you today. The person I meet right now today, you won't be that in 6 months. You won't be that in a year. If we make it to 5 or 10, you won't be that person in 5 or 10. That's the reality of it. You won't be. And God knows, I hope you're not. Because I mean, you should be evolving.
Now I'm not saying like just don't compromise nothing. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go fuck these niggas, and I'm gonna go to the strip club, and I'm gonna go out with my girls, and I'm gonna go to girls trip. I'm not saying that, because I do feel like compromise does come with a certain respect level. Like you said, Bino and Boogie, you know what I'm saying? At what level of relationship is it that I really feel like you're important enough for me to even dumb down what I'm doing? Or, do I feel like, you're worth it to me to even not go out with my guys anymore on Saturday nights like we usually do, or whatever the case may be, or this or that or whatever. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lose myself either. Like, if I like going to bingo night on Saturdays, unless it's a family event, I'm going to fucking bingo night. If I wanted to do this, but I guess
nobody breaking up over bingo night though.
No, but what I'm saying is, at what level does it get too much? Okay. What level does it get too much of compromising? Do you like, okay, all right, well, we all got something. Nay, I'm going to take the trash out. Boogie, he want to go smoke with the boys. Bino, he want to go to Kickback Jacks. Amanda, she want to go watch the sunrise at 6 o'clock in the morning. You didn't compromise all of that person wants. But at what point does the compromise get to be too much? To the point where you be like, hold up. Because you got me doing this, you got me doing that, you got me doing that. What point?
When it compromises your morals and your character. Why do I have? That's when it becomes too much. when it
Okay.
Saying it
compromises your
right there.
overall when it compromises your overall value system.
Right.
Yep.
Look,
If
when I'm with
if you're having
somebody,
to change your
really,
values,
when
then
I'm
yeah,
with somebody I really want to be with, when I am really in it,
Yeah.
if I
It's
choose
accepted.
to give up something, I did it because I wanted to. I did
Right.
it because, like,
Right.
just using Boogie or Bino as an example. If me and Bino are dating and I say like, yo, I want to spend time with you so much so I don't want to go out with them.
Right.
I don't want to. I'm
That's
not
it.
compromise. I'm not giving it up because I feel like I'm providing some concession. I'm doing you a favor by spending time with you.
Yeah.
I
That
don't want to go because I would rather spend time with you. I would rather
That's
build
the
with you. My time with you, really, if you think about long term, my time with you in a relationship is an investment in our future. It's building something with you. So if I'm building something with you, whatever I'm giving up is worth the investment because I'm building our future.
There
I'm
it is.
building our relationship, our communication, our quality time, whatever that is. Because the reality of it is, if we end up in this for 20 years in a relationship, I do spend all my time with you. We
Yep.
not going out. Boogie, how much you go out and hang out with your homeboys?
I don't. I hang out with family. Last time I was just out like drinking, hanging out at the bar was summertime, and that was with Calbino.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't, it's not something that I was married for 10
And
years.
I don't get mad at Rick. I don't be like, oh man,
It's just
Rick
not
got
something
mad.
you
You
do
don't fuck with me
often.
no
But I'm
more.
glad you said that because this goes back to I'm not too much on Nye, but you was like, yeah, and then your girl want to pop up after being gone for the last 6 months. Like, bitch, where was you when we was at the Sunday brunches and going to this and doing that? Oh, you was all booed up with your man. Now you want to come back because y'all fucked up, and now you want to be where I was.
Yeah.
Yo, that's like I have a mixed feeling about
Now, hold on, wait. No, I'm not saying
you said that she.
I did, and
trying to make some shit work. It didn't work, and now you looking at her like, oh yeah, see, bitch, you gave it all up for that nigga, and then this shit didn't work.
Yes, exactly, and that's my exact fucking that's my exact fucking point.
But
That's
the
and I'm
thing is-
gonna
but
stand
the
on
thing-
that.
but the thing
And
with-
I'm not saying
Hold
like
on. One mic.
I'm not saying like fuck you.
I wasn't done.
Hold up, now. Hold up, now.
Go ahead.
If I ever disappeared on Mac or any one of my crew because I was up underneath some titties, they fucking understood that shit. I came back around.
No. I'm not saying that that's a problem. I'm not saying that that's an issue.
Oh,
but
it
what I'm
sounded
saying,
like one.
no, but
You said it like, nah, bitch, like
no, I respect it. I respect it.
But you know what?
But at the end,
you said it just like women do that to other women all the time.
Yes.
Girls do it to
No,
me.
yes.
And men
Yes.
do
And
it
at the-
much less,
Yes.
much less often. Men do that shit much less often than women do. Women do that all the time.
And I'm not saying,
like,
and
oh,
I'm
you
not
disappeared for however long.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be the
And
first
I'm
one
not
gonna be
saying
like-
that I'm not saying that there's no respect level. Clearly, I know that you tied up or you booed up right now. You done been doing it for the past 30 days. You done told us about old boy or old girl, whatever the case may be. However, though, my thing is, as a friend of mine, not trying to be funny, but you still going to hear my mouth. I love you at the end of the day, and I want nothing but the best for you. But at the same time, that's what happens. That's what happens. That's what happens when
If
you
I
try
can't
to
go
when
off
you
with my
try to
Joe to come back,
I
fuck
guess we
you.
could say compromise, make adjustments, whatever synonyms, antonyms, acronyms y'all want to use. At the end of the day, I don't feel like you should cut off the world to compromise and make these adjustments just because you laid up under some titties.
Maybe they wanted to. Maybe they were like, you know what? Hanging out with my boys, laying under titties. I'm gonna pick fucking laying under titties.
Every time. Why the fuck I want to be with my boys when I can be home underneath my woman? What the fuck? Fuck that. Fuck that. And they know I get back at them. Men don't do that shit.
Don't call me now. Women hold that shit against their girls sometimes. Like, just hate.
I don't agree with that.
The reality of it is, at the end of the day, if that woman ends up with that man long term, that man come before you anyway.
every day.
Oh
Every
yeah,
day.
There
of
it is.
course,
Yeah.
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
don't agree with that, Nah. I
I
don't
don't,
agree with
I
that,
don't,
Nah,
I
when
don't
it comes to
disagree.
that. Like, I don't believe that when you're in a relationship that you should be really doing the same things that you did as a single person.
I don't
I don't
either. But I'm not saying to completely changing everything of what you've been doing.
But the video the video said, "Don't change nothing." He must have liked what he saw. He approached me for a reason.
That shit is crazy.
We don't know everything. That
shit is crazy.
We want to see you winter, spring, summer, fall. When you broke, when you're sick, when you got conflict with your family, how you handle the shit with your kids, how do you interact with your parents? We need to know all that shit.
But I don't. That video, I don't agree with the video.
You said you agree with everything she said. That was you. That was you. Okay. That was you.
Son, go after it, son.
That was you. I remember that. You said that shit.
Yeah, I remember it too. I remember that too.
You got
so go on.
Both of y'all can burn in hell with that lie.
I will.
I
will.
So, anywho,
full
I haven't even
fuego.
had a chance to talk about it yet. So there's that. Just burn it.
Take her one sentence and use it as the whole thing, like she
Just
do me.
mad. Y'all just mad because I'm still talking. Infant,
I ain't never mad.
You know what? You know what?
I'm never mad.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
man. You
like I said, this is my first time
You
talking
the
on
man
the show.
hater.
So no, I don't agree with everything that she says. She sounds real less than smart, trying to act like you can get in a relationship and should not change anything. The core of you should not change. No. But going into, I would never talk to anyone that come tell me I ain't changing shit. I don't want to talk to nobody that talk
Now
like
you
that.
sound like me now.
I agree.
No, I would never sound like you, son. Let's
That's
just get
exactly
that
what I said.
No. So I don't sound like you at all. The devil is a liar.
It's
So
okay,
I would
Nate.
never.
It's okay. It's okay to sound like me. I sound good sometimes, don't I? I can see you picking it up now.
Y'all stupid, man.
No, I sound like Calvino and OG.
What?
That's okay.
Joel.
Your voice ain't
We'll
deep enough.
see the playback.
You gotta get this voice a little deeper.
So I don't believe that that is a good way to go into it saying that. But the core values, yes, if that was the case, and I don't believe that men don't compromise. I do believe like how y'all say that it depends on one. No, I
Joel,
don't.
play the tape back. Play the tape back.
Don't
Play
do
the
it.
tape back.
Don't do it. Just make sure you monitor the comment section because it's gonna be brutal.
Yeah.
Just-
I'm commenting on this one.
that men don't. I think that you guys love to go and try to make it seem as if the woman is supposed to do all the compromising. Y'all have this thing about it, but I don't.
I'm not letting you get away.
I don't think any guy said that. Any one of the fellas said
The
that.
woman's supposed to. It's a lie. Now you're lying on her.
I'm saying that we don't like these women, and you don't even like them because you and I always talk about how y'all just hang with the boys.
Guys
Because these women be having all this
want
drama.
to hear. I feel like y'all are hearing what y'all want to hear in
Oh,
somehow,
my God.
some way.
I'm questioning people on things they said. I'm not hearing what did I say anything that
Yes,
you didn't say?
First son and them said that I already commented, said I agree with her, which is a lie. Then now y'all trying to act
didn't
like
do that. I didn't do that.
I said I didn't name you, Boogie. And then y'all trying to say that I say that men don't compromise. I said that
Y'all crazy, man.
I did not say that men do not compromise. I said that the way that some of you guys was talking is like y'all are trying, like y'all have said, I ain't changing shit. All of you guys have said, I ain't changing
No,
shit.
man.
Yes.
She said that. The clip said that.
No, in previous videos,
You ain't
y'all
never
have
heard me say that
said
shit.
Trell ain't changing shit.
You heard me say
Especially
that?
Bino.
How many things I would change? What do you?
Honestly, ever since I picked this topic, y'all been talking a lot, and I love it. So this is great.
Nah, you don't even have nothing to say on the topic.
This the most I heard Bino and Son talk. So I'm loving this.
Bullshit. I talk every show.
Yeah, that is.
I don't. What you talking about? I always
changing
run my
shit.
flap.
Y'all
Bino,
need to
you
go back
Bino,
to
you
Hey,
be
you
the main
still on
one.
that?
Bino, you be the main one talking about you ain't
this.
changing nothing.
Yeah, before
Go
the
to the
show. You
previous
ain't ever heard
video.
me say
So you
that
heard
shit
me say it
on
before too?
record.
You heard me say I never change shit? You heard me say that, Nate?
Like I said, y'all be hearing what you want to hear,
So
man.
y'all.
Let me ask you this now. What do you think should maybe change going from single to committed cohabitation lifestyle? Not, oh, I got my spot, you got your spot. Cohabitating, you don't got to be married, but you're no longer single because you're underneath the same roof. What should fucking change?
So if we're under the same roof and we're living together,
You
you're
heard
asking
him, man.
what's it? Son, mind your business. I'm talking to
You
Boogie
heard
right now,
him.
so I make sure I answer it with clarity. So you're saying if we live in under the same roof,
Oh
what
my God.
should be switched?
Cohabitate.
Yeah.
Means that.
What should change?
Well, I do feel like number one, friend time. Not saying to give up your friends, but if you were like, let's just say there was a ritual, okay, and guys, okay, every Friday night we had poker night at the guy's house. I'm not saying that not to go see your friends, because me personally, I feel like people sometimes need their space away from their person so they can miss them. So I'm not saying to not do that. However, instead of every Friday, maybe every other Friday. If anything, I also feel like certain compromises.
What's gonna change?
What am I? What?
If I'm giving up my poker night every other week, what you change? What you gonna change?
That might be a date night for us. That might be something for
No,
us.
I said, what you gonna
Changing
change?
shit. That's just you getting me.
Yeah.
Oh, you
What are
talking
you
about
gonna
what would
change?
I compromise?
Yeah.
I would do the same thing.
What,
If
you,
it's a girl,
you won't go to poker night?
if it's girls,
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna tell you the first
if
thing that changes in my mind once you cohabitate. You can't just be coming in whenever.
yeah, time
You
frames
can't,
too.
you can't just let the sun beat you home and shit. You
You're
can't.
not with daggone single friends. You ain't the way that you used to be
But-
is yeah.
Right. So it's like, am I compromising?
Yes.
I agree with you.
Because
But,
yes.
now I
OG.
can't, and you should, right?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or just random people running up and popping up at your crib. Even though when I lived alone,
Oh no, ain't nobody at my motherfucking house.
But like, you know, what if poker night is? Hey, poker night don't really starts every other Friday, but we don't even start till 11:30. We don't even get it popping till about midnight.
Oh well, I guess you ain't going.
Oh, now you can't go. So all his
I
friends
guess you
are
ain't
supposed to
going.
say, hey,
Damn. Get your ass down.
we got to move poker night to starting at 7 p.m.
He's gonna be playing
First
poker
of
via
all,
Zoom.
first of all, why the fuck is the poker night starting at midnight anyway? What
I'm
the hell
just-
y'all
I'm-
got going on?
I'm
Is this a
throwing
strip
things out.
poker, or we just playing poker with cigars and some beers and calling it a day?
Hey Boogie, you gonna be the first dude ever playing poker via Zoom, fucking with her?
No, because I probably would already have the awareness to say, I'm just gonna lose fucking poker night because that shit started at midnight. So I'm probably not playing poker night no more.
Man, we over 50, Ray. We ain't starting shit.
I don't even.
Look, I was about to say I don't even want to date nobody who is talking about I gotta change staying out all night. What are you doing?
Yeah,
We
I
start poker
agree.
night
And
about
I ain't even as old as y'all. And I don't feel like I want to be starting the night at 10, 11 o'clock. I don't even do that my
we
damn
start that
self.
shit earlier than that.
I go out at 8 o'clock. I be wanting to be home by 1.
Well, let's not even make it late. I try to be, just because I think it's respectful. If I have a window of time, I don't just be missing in action. I check in. I be like, hey, such and such, this happened, running late. It could be in the middle of the fucking day. I'm still gonna give I don't be gone and missing in action for 8 hours other than being at work. If you know that. But if it's a day that I'm not working, I'm not just gonna leave in the morning and disappear for the whole fucking day. And not make her aware of what's going on or what I got happening today. Like, that's an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's just common courtesy.
Well, I did.
You're right.
I agree.
Everybody don't think like
they'd
that.
be like, what? It's 7 o'clock. So you've been going all day. It ain't late though.
Yeah, and you have some people that don't even think to check in, and you be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's facts.
Why wouldn't you even say like, "Hey, I'm stopping over here" or whatever? You got some men that feel like it's a control factor. No, like
Yep,
nigga,
some
what if you
people.
died on the side of the road and I didn't know what the hell was going on? How the hell am I supposed to find you?
I mean,
Yep,
I
some
think if
people
you're
think
in a
checking in
committed
is
I'm
control.
relationship,
just saying. At least that's
I
how
think
I
that's
think about it.
considered regardless of whether or not y'all live together. If you're in a
Yeah,
committed relationship and
The
we
check
ain't
right.
the check in, I
I ain't
need your
checking in until I
GPS.
live with you. If I don't live with you, I ain't checking in.
Check in,
But if
and I
we
need
dating, what?
I need
I don't check
Nah,
in like
that's
that. Like every step of my way. If we're dating and we don't live together, you might not even know that I left the fucking house.
to check in, and I need a
If I
GPS
drive
traffic.
by that
No, I'm
bitch
not
Oh
and your
sharing.
hell
car
no!
ain't
You
I
there,
don't share
GPS.
location.
Go
I don't
somewhere with that
Location.
I don't
bullshit.
share
We sharing
Didn't they
location.
say drop the location?
Yeah,
The
what kind of crazy shit is that?
I don't do that.
I
My
don't do the
I don't share
location.
location
location.
thing. I don't do that either.
is that like a automatic? Is that like an automatic
No,
thing
I don't
there?
even be thinking about sharing
It
locations.
sound
If
like it
I call
was.
your phone and you don't answer
Look,
the
I
phone,
It
you
feel
sound
text
like
like
me
that was
back,
a
I might have a
requirement.
I
problem.
feel like Nay goes on a date and she'll say that like as a precursor, like, okay, wait a second. We sit down and she's like, I need you to be everything. And we share locations. Like after date 4, we're sharing locations.
I don't even think about just sharing locations. I'd be forgetting that we even had that feature on our
Do
phone
that shit
If
with your
you're
sometimes.
not
children.
down for that, I ain't with it.
That
I'm
shit with your children.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
shit.
do it with
That would be
But
fair. That would be
honestly,
fair
though,
though.
honestly, all in
My
all,
daddy
I did.
ain't never say no location. It ain't exist.
When it does come to the compromising thing, though, I will say I do believe in compromise. But I did want to pick these videos just so we could have some spark and
I don't
conversation and
believe you.
All right.
Look at that.
controversial and all
Oh,
of
look
that.
at
All right,
that.
so
I
I
don't
listen.
do
believe
believe in
Yeah.
it,
No, you
but
don't. Nah,
I wanted to,
you want to dress
I
provocatively
wanted to get the
and
guys riled up,
hang
and I
out
wanted
all
to get
night.
them talking more. Son was on here more. Bino was
My
rolling his
normal
eyes,
level of
and
riled
Boogie
up
was
though.
puffing and puffing. So
You know, you
hey,
always talking. So I don't know.
I don't even know where you guys all like got all your like what do you call that? Like all your like definition of compromising thing completely different from mine, but mine is completely different from the one I just got from Joel. So I'm just gonna stand my ground. Like
yeah.
compromising is not all that
Everybody
negative
makes
stuff. So
adjustments.
glad to hear that you guys come up to the end.
I
Jesus
make
like
acceptances. I don't adjust or compromise. I just accept things,
See what
and
I'm
I don't
saying?
accept things.
See what I'm
Bino,
Some
saying?
things I accept, some
here you
things I
go
don't
again.
accept.
There you go,
That's how that
Bino.
go.
All
That's
right,
what
so
I'm saying.
listen. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's go ahead and
Yeah.
wrap this up. Final thoughts, final thoughts. Some women out there believe that a woman should never compromise. What y'all think?
I'm gonna go first. And I'm just gonna stand my ground. I'm gonna read my definition of compromise and I'm just gonna go and I'm
All
gonna
right.
go with this. Both partners meet in the middle to mutually adjusting their needs and wants to find a solution to work both, fostering teamwork and respect, not one-sided sacrifice. Do
Yeah.
not lose yourself and become something that you're not, and that goes against your integrity and yourself, like your values. So that's all I'm saying. And if
Okay.
you're not willing to compromise in that way, then that means that you're not ready to be in a relationship with somebody. Be happy with yourself, enjoy yourself, value, love yourself. That's all I have to say.
No doubt, no doubt. Who next up? What you got?
I'll go next. I'd say all in all, like I said, because I just like to, grind people's gears and make people think a little bit. But I do honestly, I do agree. I do feel like compromise is important, especially if you do care for that person and you do want things to work out. If you are happy with certain things. Now, I ain't saying jump off the bridge with it. If it's something real far fetched, like you said, religion or whatever the case may be. But if it's something as nights out, friends, daily house duties, certain lifestyle things, I don't think it's anything wrong with trying to compromise and maybe even compromising. To me, it's more so seeing something from the other person's perspective. And if anything, maybe seeing that from their perspective will make you think differently about how you move and what you do and what you eat and what you watch and whatever the case may be. So I really, honestly, I don't have a problem with compromise, but it ain't going to be to the point where like G said, I'm unrecognizable and I don't even know who I am. And I don't, people are looking at me crazy like, bitch, you wasn't doing all that. Now you da. Like, to me, and then, because I don't want to risk me doing that for the compromising, thinking that this person means well and it's not working out. Then I'm losing friendships and relationships and all of that just because of a negative compromise. So, yeah.
All right, cool. I agree with some of what you said. Who up next? What you got, son?
I just think that we need to stop dealing with these words and all the semantics and deal with straight context. Because if we get into a disagreement and the word compromise comes up and you throw a definition at me, and by that definition, I'm maybe like, okay, but because of that definition, I can't do that. So, I mean, if it ain't compromise, just figure out what the fuck it is.
Right.
Okay, so we
Right.
can move forward and agree. That's
Right.
all. And stop letting Nye pick the damn topics, man.
No, we need this. I like it when it's rah. Yes, get the blood flowing.
Hey, son, next topic on you. Let me know.
Yeah,
You
since you
don't
want
want
to
me to pick
talk.
one.
Since
You
you
don't-
want to talk, pick it,
Let me
son.
know, let me
Since
know,
you got
let me
so much
know.
to say,
You can
pick
do
it.
it,
I
Sunshine.
might pick one, but you know what? If you got one, then just go ahead and go with it, man. Like all these clips are crazy to me.
No,
Yeah.
so then go get a clip, son. That
agree.
ain't crazy. Since you and Bino always think that y'all don't understand what's going
Yeah.
on,
I
y'all
picked
can't
last
comprehend.
week. I
So
picked
get
last
something
week.
that y'all can comprehend. Maybe
You're
we
right. I don't understand
I
what the
picked-
fuck
I
going
picked
on.
last
That's what I'm
And
saying.
guess what? Bino? The clip that you sent was crazy as fuck too.
Oh, you sent
Amanda,
one?
what you got? Amanda, what you got? What's your final?
Yeah, I like definitions. I feel like definitions are important.
Right.
I feel like it's important to know what we're talking about.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
I mean, but I also think vetting is important. I think like there was a lot of semantics involved, but the bottom line is, I mean, when you vet people appropriately and it takes time to do that, you date people, you get to know them, you realize who somebody is, what they're willing to give, what they're not willing to give, and you make choices accordingly. When we're young or not as experienced, we don't always do that great, which is why you end up in multiple relationships sometimes because you don't always choose the person that aligns with who you're going to end up being. So it's not a terrible thing to adjust to a relationship and being with somebody. I think people end up bitter when they end up doing it for the wrong people. So you
That
just have
part.
to be aware of the fact that, yeah, I was at a certain stage in my life, probably didn't do it for the right person. Choose better next time, do it for the right person. And it won't feel like an adjustment. It won't feel like a compromise because, to your point, Boogie, it will be worth it. Because if you end up with somebody that you're really aligned with and supposed to be with, it feels like a prize.
Natural.
And rather than being indebted to something or losing something.
Well, I get with that. I agree with everything you said. Nay, Boogie, which one of y'all going?
I'll go.
All right.
I really agree exactly with what Amanda just said. The only thing I would say is men and women have to do that. And it's not like, oh, men don't do it or only women do it. Successful people do that. Successful relationships do that. And if you don't, then I mean, you're probably going to miss out on something because there is such a thing as somebody can make you better.
Facts.
And if you don't believe that, you already think you just can't get no better, then you're not my kind of person anyway.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Nay, what you got?
I like Amanda's. I like the definition because you can't assume that people definition of whatever compromise or whatever is the same. And I like adjustment better. But the core, not losing the core of you till you're unrecognizable is important. And I do agree with Boogie that it can't be one sided. It has to be two people that don't mind adjusting. And I'm not against somebody getting in a relationship and not hanging out with a single person again. And I do need a location on. I'm just saying.
Right. Bino, what you got?
So it's kind of weird knowing location. I don't give a fuck, man. You grown. You can be wherever you want to be. All right, but as far as compromise go, life is a compromise. You know what I'm saying? You have to adjust or compromise. I like more acceptance. You got to accept people for what they are. There's some things that you can negotiate and come to a consensus on. But there's other things, you know how a person is. You got to accept it or you don't got to accept it. And I think with these clips, these are unacceptable individuals as far
And that's
as
why
their
you and
outlook on.
Son are going to
Hold on,
pick
I'm
the
still
next
getting my
one. That's
statement
why
now. I
you and
don't hear
Son
like,
going to pick it, because clearly y'all
okay.
can't understand not one clip. We've been doing this for 2 months.
Are you still talking over my final statement?
Go
Next
ahead.
week, I'm going to talk all the way through your shit, so you can get ready for that. I'm a vindictive person, so you can wait. Just wait. You're going to get it. So, like I was saying, compromise is a necessity, and there's a saying: a man stepping into the river is never the same man, and is never the same river. Things are gonna change. That's
Right.
just life. And you have to make the adjustments accordingly, and you have to compromise, and you also have to be living with acceptance. You have to have acceptance. You can't expect the person to be who they are.
No expectation or obligation on people. I've said that before.
Hey, don't be sandwiching my joint. That was a mic drop. Cut her mic off. Cut her mic off.
Y'all upset about that tracker? Gosh,
That
no.
shit is weird, man. Why are you tracking somebody? You a
Just don't
gang of bounty
okay.
hunters?
Again, you don't have to be upset to have a contrary opinion. That doesn't mean that we're upset, Nate. That just we respectfully disagree.
Every week.
And I'm disrespectfully disagreeing. Ain't nobody tracking like I'm a house.
Hey, listen. I agree with everything pretty much all y'all said. I truly believe that when you first meet somebody, you know whether or not you can deal with them.
Right.
And don't waste each other's time. You know, if I meet someone, I know, listen, I'm just not the man for you. You might want to find somebody else, you know. So, or I'm just not gonna look at her as the person I want to be with. I'm gonna look at her for right now.
Right.
You know what I'm
Smash.
saying? And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Nigga, it's just your turn. Okay? She might not be yours for right now, or vice versa. He might not be, it's just your turn. Okay?
Yep.
It's just
Ladies,
your turn.
y'all agree with that?
So,
oh no, you want to start a whole nother show?
You're gonna start a whole nother show, son.
Stop it.
Hey, but
I was
do
about
like
to say, Joe, just keep recording, and we'll save that recording for next week. And then
I know that's what it's about to be. But I love the word. I love adjustments. I think adjustments are a little bit better than compromise. I think compromise, sometimes you do tend to lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I do love the word adjustment. I think a person doesn't need to shrink themselves, stay silent, and then abandon your peace just to please someone else. Sometimes that's what people do when you compromise. Sometimes, not saying all, but sometimes you lose who you are when you compromise. Don't lose yourself. And if you feel like you gotta lose yourself, then that's not the person for you.
Right.
It's just what it is. Before you know, whether it take a month, 2 months, 2 years, you're gonna be mad at yourself for doing everything you did for something that you knew from the beginning was not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got, man. That's all I got. If
this was
you
a
run
good
across
topic.
somebody who's not willing to adjust or compromise, leave them where the fuck they at. Other than that, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. And as always, we see you next time. Peace.
All right.
Bye.